Okay, welcome back to Trigonometric. Today we'll discuss trigonometric function. Okay. Sin theta, cosine theta, and tangent theta. Okay. In the presentation, we have here a triangle. We have the hypotenuse, we have the adjacent, and we have the opposite side. Okay. We have the angle here, A, B, and C. So what is sine A? We have sine A is the opposite side over hypotenuse. Okay? Opposite side and the hypotenuse. And then we have the cosine A, we have the adjacent side and then the hypotenuse. Okay? Adjacent side and then the hypotenuse. We have the tangent A, we have the opposite side over the adjacent side. Okay? Let's take the reverse function. We have the cosine A, reverse the position of the A and B. We have A over B. Second is A over C. We reverse the position of C and A. Cotangent, we have cotangent A equals to C over B. We reverse the position of B and C. Okay? And then we have here Fox. Okay? B squared plus C squared equals A squared. Okay, let's repeat. B squared plus C squared equals A squared. Okay, this is the Pythagorean Theorem. We have A plus B plus C equals 180 degrees. Okay, this is 90 degrees. So the sum of this A and B is also 90. So we have 180 degrees representing the triangle. We have the triangle A, B, and C. Summation of this angle is equal to 180. And then we have B plus A equals 90. Okay? A plus B equals 90. Summation of the angle is 180. Okay. Let's go to what you call that verification of values. Okay? Or equation. Let's do some verification of equation. Let's say, okay, we have sine A, we have B over A, okay? We have cosine A, we have equals to C over A, okay? Let us square this, okay? Formula, square. So we have sine A squared is equal to B squared over A squared, okay? And then the second is cosine A squared is equal to C squared over A squared. So these are the formula. By squaring sine A and cosine A. Okay? Okay, this sine A, okay, let's put it here as 1. And then the square of cosine A, let's put it as 2. So the number one equation is sine A squared is equal to B squared over A squared. And then we have equation 2. Cosine A squared is equal to C squared over A squared. Okay, let's add this 1 and 2. Okay, here, add 1 and 2 for verification purposes. Okay, we have sine A squared plus cosine A squared is equal to B squared over A squared plus C squared over A squared. Okay, since they have both denominator, we just add B squared plus C squared over A squared because they have the common denominator. So, and then this is equal to B squared plus A squared is the same as, okay, B squared plus C squared equals A squared. So, B squared plus C squared is equal to A. So, equals to A squared, okay, both of them, B squared plus C squared is equal to A squared. Put A squared here, okay, and then over A squared. So cancel, so we'll be having 1. So meaning this sine A squared plus cosine A squared is equal to 1. Okay, let's verify that one. Assuming that the angle A here is 30 degrees. Okay. Take the value of 30 degrees and then square it. Okay, take the cosine 30 degrees and then square it. And then that will be equal to 1. Okay, let us verify that sine a squared plus cosine a squared is equal to 1. Based on the equation sine a squared plus cosine a squared. And then we simplify it. B squared plus c squared over a is equal to a squared over a squared. Cancel 1. So we arrive at sine a squared plus cosine a squared is equal to 1. Let's prove that equation. Okay, sine a squared plus cosine a squared is equal to 1. The a here is equal to 30 degrees. Let us assume that this angle is 30. Okay, I put here 30 degrees. Okay, so this B is 60 degrees. Okay, let's us prove that equation, that this equation is equal to 1. Okay, this one, sine a squared plus cosine a squared equal to 1. And then we assume that the A is 30 degrees. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so sine 30 degrees squared plus cosine 30 degrees squared is equal to 1. Okay, so sine 30 degrees is 0.5. Okay, cosine 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so squared, and then the value of 30 degrees squared equals to square root of 3 over 2 squared. Then this is equal to 1, should be equal to 1. Square of 0.5 is 0.25, and then the square root of 3 over 2 is, and then the squared, the value is 0.748. Okay, simplify it, it will be coming 0.75 because we have the 8 here, 8. So in this auto, we rounded off, it is 0.75. Okay, and then 0.25 plus 0.75 is equal to 1. Okay, 1 is equal to 1. So meaning, the the equation sine a squared plus cosine a squared is equal to 1. Okay, even assuming that, let's say you change the angle here, put 60 degrees is still equal to 1. So we have the derivation or verification that the square of sine A plus the square of cosine A is equal to 1 based on the Pythagorean theory. Okay, thank you very much for watching. That's it for trigonometry.